Nigel Farage is under investigation over a £5 million gift. He bought a £1.4 million house, and this week he released a campaign video answering the question, what has he ever done for Clacton? And his proudest boast, the number he leads with, is that over 2 years that he's been the MP there, he's given a charity £1,000. And he said that out loud, on purpose, as the good bit. That video is Farage's official pitch for the by-election he's called for August the 13th, filmed on Clacton Pier. And I want to walk you through it properly because his own answer to what have you done for Clacton is more damaging than anything his critics have ever said. They should, honestly, just repost it. First, the framing, because it tells you exactly what this by-election is actually for.
The establishment decided to launch an all-out assault on us. I'm being called a crook, a criminal, an extremist. Frankly, much of what is being said is incitement. They've even dragged, disgustingly, my family into it.
He's gone with the word incitement. That's the word he's chosen for journalists asking where £5 million came from and why his explanation for it keeps changing. There's a live Parliamentary Standards Commissioner investigation into that gift. Reporting on it isn't an assault. And it certainly isn't incitement. It's the system just doing its job. It's working slowly, which presumably is the problem.
I've called this by-election so you can decide. Do you want me as your MP? Do you believe in me or not? It is the people of Clacton versus the establishment.
Do you believe in me? Note the question that he's chosen. He's not asking Clacton to judge his record. I mean, we'll get to why in a moment. But he's asking for a profession of faith. Time to land before the Standards Commissioner reports. Win the by-election, and every finding that follows is met with, well, the people have already decided. So this is just an insurance policy. Then he gets to the record himself, and this is where it becomes art.
And what are the attack lines? Of course, is well, Nigel never comes to Clacton. What's he ever done for the people of Clacton? Well, let me tell you, in the last 2 years what I've done. In terms of charities, I've helped St Helena's Hospice, helped them raise money and given over £1,000 myself in donations to them.
£1,000 over 2 years from a man who received £5 million gift and bought a house in the constituency for £1.4 million. As a proportion of the gift, that's 0.02%. And if you've earned 30 grand a year and gave the same rate, you'll be putting about £6 in the collection tin. And then filming a video about how that's an amazing achievement. Now, just to be clear, giving to a hospice is a good thing, and St Helena do, genuinely important work in that part of Essex. But he's the one that's put the number on it. He's the one who decided £1,000 was his opening argument for 2 years of public service. And then he says this.
I've helped the Veterans Breakfast Charity here in Clacton, not just by attending their events, but also by giving them some money as well. I've never talked about it in public before, but maybe it's about time I did.
He's never mentioned it, right up until the exact week it became electorally useful, at which point private charity became a campaign advert. The quiet generosity lasted precisely as long as nobody was asking questions. Okay, so here's the game I want you to play for the rest of his list. He's answering the criticism, Nigel never comes to Clacton, what has he done for the people there? And listen for the thing that never comes up.
So there's a lot I've done in the charity sector. I've tried my best with veterans. There are 7,000 veterans living in Clacton. I also helped Walton have a Remembrance Day parade, which I led. Businesses here on the pier. I've been with BACTA, I've had them here on the pier. They are the National Trade Association for the amusements industry. We fought tax rises in the budget and we won. I try to advertise Clacton as a place. Come and visit. Fabulous sandy beaches, though you've got to be careful and sensible. Amazing amusements, the pavilion next to us, the pier. So many things people can come here and do. It gets a bad rep in some areas, but I promise you, for a holiday or a day out this coast, the Essex Sunshine Coast, and particularly this summer, has been absolutely terrific.
Did you catch it? We had charity donations, a remembrance parade, lobbying for the amusement industry, and a tourism advert. 4 minutes of pitch from a sitting until recently Member of Parliament, and the word Parliament never appears. No votes he cast for Clacton, no questions he asked on Clacton's behalf, no surgeries, nothing about the actual job. And there's a reason for that, because the parliamentary record is the one document he can't film his way around. Earlier this year, Farage went 11 straight weeks without voting in the Commons. 77 consecutive votes missed between March and June, ranking him in the bottom 8% of all MPs for participation, the lowest of any Reform MP. The votes he skipped included immigration. You know, the one issue, the one entire issue that the party exists for. I mean, he found time for the peer, and having watched the video, the peer does look lovely. The closest he gets to describing the job is his promise.
And finally, for constituents, if you write to me with a genuine problem, not only will I make sure that letter, that email gets answered, but I will act on your behalf if you've got a genuine cause for concern.
Answering correspondence, the legal minimum of being an MP, offered in year 2 as a manifesto pledge. Vote for me and I'll read your emails. That's where his bar is now, and he's clearing it as an ambition. Now, obviously, I'm covering every twist of this by-election right through until the 13th, so subscribe if you want to follow it properly. And the memberships is open if you'd like to support the channel that way too. So the tally for the whole pitch: he resigned his own seat to trigger a by-election, reframed it as a loyalty vote on himself before the Standards Commissioner can report, and when asked to show his work, produced £1,000, a parade and a plug for the arcades. Clacton's had 2 years of this. On August 13th, they get to mark his homework, and I really hope they send him a very clear message, not to try and use his constituents in his political games. And he did actually let it slip the real reason for this by-election, which you can see in the video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching, don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.